Emma is a super fast swimmer. She definitely gets out quite hard as well. You always see at the start of the races, she's out at the front. So I think she's probably picked the best line there today, and she knows that she's strong enough to get to that first buoy, and then she can go out the outside. Maybe a little bit extra swimming for her on the outside, but I think she'll deal with it well because she won't be held up in all the carnage around that first buoy.
She's got Moreira on her hip, and she thinks she can outswim Moreira over the first 50 metres and get that clear water and move across. I think it's a good choice for Emma.
Let's see if she can. They line up for the women's final. It's all on the line, and they are off. And look at Sophie Colwell in the middle. Always gets a fantastic start. She's already gets half a length on everybody.
Oh, she's the fastest off the start year on year, and we saw that yesterday again. And you know, I think she's the. Oh no, she's not. It's beaugrand in the grey jersey, in the transition jersey, who again on that side has gapped them.
And there is Jeff Coate at the bottom of the screen, who's trying to come across and get in a decent position. But beaugrand, just as she did, has taken the lead in this one, and right on her hip is Colwell, and that is Baptista as well. Alongside, behind beaugrand, is the red of Katie Zafiris. Look for those two, but there's quite a nice bunch there of 4 or 5. And that's Jeff Coate, who's just trying to push her opponents across and get as far across to that buoy as she possibly can. But it is Colwell and beaugrand early on.
Colwell's going to move up here, I think. I think Cassandre is comfortable in...
They will attack after this and then back into the water once again. Cassandre beaugrand on the inside. Sophie Colwell alongside her. And when you know exactly how good Sophie Colwell is, this swim from Cassandre beaugrand is excellent. Right behind them is Victoria Lopez, the 23-year-old. Absolutely a swim star.
When you see a bunch like this, you realise the pace isn't really on. When the pace is on, it tends to be a lot more single file.
All right, we'll head down to Jo. She's at the...
Thought Zafiris having a little bit of trouble getting out of the water there, but she seems to be doing okay now. Back to you in the commentary.
Yeah, we saw in the background there, Katie Zafiris have a big slip and lose a whole bunch of places. And yes,
Mount line will be eliminated from the race right now.
Across the mount line?
Across the mount line.
Across the mount line will be, so there's at the back there Baptista, who's quickest on the bike. Unfortunate for her, the bike's not getting included today. Morier, she'll know that this is happening, but at the front though, it's Colwell.
Morier's run without.
No. It was great to see Rachel Clemmer actually helping Katie out of the water there as well. That's what it's all about, Super League racing. We all help each other out, and we have fun.
So the cap's on. But at the moment, it's Cassandre beaugrand, rated as our #1 runner. Crunch the numbers, thanks to Graham Atchison from Forecast Consultancy, and he says that Cassandre beaugrand head and...
See if Cassandra decides to take the short shoot at all now, and Rachel as well.
It looks like they're running into a brick wall at the moment. It's even making Cassandre beaugrand look like she's struggling on the run, and that's when you know that it really is blowing hard. So congratulations to everyone who's worked really hard since 4 o'clock this morning to make it. And Yuko Takahashi is 10 seconds back. So at the end of this run, we're probably going to wave goodbye to Yuko Takahashi if she can't catch up to Emma Jeffcoat, who
on this run lead.
She is putting time. It's got to be more than 5 seconds now. She's put into the field. There is Zafiris behind. She's gotten past Baptista, and she needs to track down Cassandre beaugrand, because she knows that Cassandra has the short
to Baptista's face on that turn when she was with the group there, and it's finally starting to sting whether that decision to not wear shoes is starting to bite now. It looked like she wasn't comfortable at all.
Coming into transition is Cassandre beaugrand, so we'll head back down to Jo.
To run barefoot. She has fallen back, so what do you think that did with her run?
Yeah, I think she just really wanted to get out there as quick as she can, maybe save her shoes for later in the race, but I think it's going to hurt her feet towards the end of this race.
Absolutely. I mean, she does seem to have lost a little bit of ground, but then now she goes down to the swim.
She was great in Singapore, but not so good here. Asian Games gold medalist from 28.
But yeah, I think the girls are in groups now, so they can work together.
Well, Sophie Colwell needs to lead her group up towards...
Behind, you've got people to chase, so it pushes you on a bit more. Cassandra's got quite a tough position out front now, and she just needs to stay focused and get in a rhythm, and I think she'll...
Climb up. Beautiful swimming stroke, though, on beaugrand. She's just one of those athletes that doesn't look like they're trying too hard at any point, but always has the pace. A little bit of like a young Georgia Taylor Brown in some ways.
Yeah, not sure about that. Yeah, it's great to watch Cassandra, but you always think she's not trying at all, and we're trying so hard. but she has such an into the habit of sighting every 3-4 strokes, basically.
Yeah. She had a good run there and out.
Be pulled out here. Depends if she takes the trainers, she might be eliminated. But if she goes without the trainers again, it could be between her and Emma Jeffco.
She might have to. So we'll see if we can get up on Instagram a photo of Luisa Baptista's feet if they're a bit busted up a little bit later on. So make sure you tune into our social channels. There's plenty of content being pushed out all the time from behind the scenes. But at the front right now, it's Cassandre beaugrand.
See if she goes without first. She was second in the water and almost last out. Interesting decision to make. It's saved her twice now. She's going backwards in the swim. She wasn't confident with the swim, but she's able to use that transition with the elimination line to stay in this race.
Yeah, I think she'll know that she's not a strong swimmer. So I guess she's made that great decision to not go without the trainers, and it's put her back in the race every time.
Well, the decision, we'll find out if it's a great decision this afternoon.
Yeah.
When we look at her feet.
She got the second run of 3. It was about 8 seconds, and now it's pushed out to 13 seconds on Zefiris, and of course the short shoot in her TA, and really needing to get a hustle on, and she's not going to be eliminated.
Rachel Klammer, as you said in that last swim, to be able to tag Katie Zefiris in that swim, something, you know, Rachel is a great all-rounder, but when Katie's putting the hammer down in the swim, she can't. We have seen in races past that Rachel Klammer has been dropped from the swim, but she's really shadowing Katie and using it to get through. You know, sitting off her feet in the swim, using it through the headwinds on this run course, and it's a lot shorter race. Katie Zefiris is always coming into strength as they come through these races, with the event only being a little over 35-40 minutes now.
Being that consistent athlete that looks the same no matter what the conditions, but right now it looks like we're seeing an absolute carbon copy replay of the first swim run in the second for Cassandre beaugrand.
This is impressive from Cassandre. She's taken it out from the start. She's not looked back once actually, which is a thing that I probably do quite a bit. But she's not looked back. She's stayed focused. She's looking ahead. She's just getting the job done. She knows now it's one more time round. Yeah, and like we said, she's still got the short.
Cassandre beaugrand's doing a little victory lap on the swim.
Her own.
Yeah. She's looked magnificent. She's just looked even throughout this entire.
Or 3 if Vicky Holland comes through, but also have the opportunity to go back-to-back and pick up a further one in Malta.
Yeah.
Katie really.
That was the sound of our commentary box nearly blowing over. We'll be carrying on. Zefiris at 19, Klammer 23, Holland 25, Max Spivey 28. So Taylor Spivey's pushed up and really trying to close that gap in late on.
Katie really pushed it off out of that swim exit to get that little gap on Rachel. You see Rachel trying to close that, because this is an important move. She's in the red jersey, Katie Zefiris, because she's the best runner. And I think young...
Go to the hotel. Don't want to have to go back and get the shoes.
Yeah.
You're going to get out of these conditions straight away. Luisa Baptista, the 25-year-old, the Pan Am Games champion.
Well, it's nice to see her. It's nice to see her running still. So hopefully everything's okay. But we'll check up on her later.
If it was anything like Leo Bergier in Singapore last year, I don't think he realised they hurt so much until about 20 minutes after the end of the race.
That's awesome.
Isn't that good?
That is awesome. That's what it's all about, is making decisions to keep yourself in the racing, and the dollars behind that are going to be something she's going to thank herself for. She was almost there till the end. So
I know, and there's a big step up in prize money. Everyone picks up something in this final, but every position gives you a little bit extra in the pocket, and probably some of that's going to be spent on band-aids and bandages.
She didn't even take the short shoot.
Didn't take the short shoot. She's forgotten about the short shoot.
Cassandre beaugrand
didn't need to take it.
Doesn't need it.
I don't need it.
Didn't need to take it.
In our faces.
And there is the smile. She's been the top 3 in every enduro. She won the enduro in Singapore. It was changed to an aquathon here. It has made no difference. And Cassandre beaugrand has picked up $20,000 and is your new women's championship leader with a top 15 points. Zefiris comes through on the sprint and takes 2nd position. Well done to our reigning champion. And Rachel Klammer takes 3rd overall. She'll be happy with that. And there's a big race on behind her for 4th position. The sprint finish between Spivey and Holland, and I cannot pick it. I think Holland's got it.
Possibly Holland.
Yeah.
Vicky Holland across the line in 8th, and congratulations to her, Olivia Matthias.
Yeah, she fully gets it.